Okay then, I think I'm gonna string up this banjo, and I got to thinking, uh, rather than use the Stromberg tailpiece on here that I took off it the other day, um, the the tailpiece that came off of this is still attached to the strings, and they're nylon strings, and they should be about the right length, so it would be fairly easy just to put the whole tailpiece, the strings and everything right on this banjo, and just eventually the Stromberg tailpiece I want to stay with this banjo because it needs to be with this banjo, but you know what I'm doing here is not a permanent change to this 4-string banjo. This banjo is worth a lot of money, and people play these as 4-string banjos. By the way, some guy said, why would you want to change it to a 5-string when you've already got plenty of 5 strings? Well, I don't play 4-string. A 4-string banjo tunes different than a 5-string. That's why there's all these banjo jokes. If you play a 4-string banjo, it tunes the same way that a fiddle tunes, the same way that a mandolin tunes. So you can take a mandolin, a fiddle, and a 4-string banjo, they all tune the same. Although in bluegrass, most often you don't see 4-string banjos playing. 4-string banjos were played in early music, like when you hear the strummers on the New Year's Day parade or the Christmas parade, they're playing 4-string banjos. And on Irish banjo, which is, to me, I love Irish banjo. It's played differently than what you usually find in people playing a 5-string. And there's a lot of jokes about banjos, and a lot of the jokes comes from the fact that a banjo doesn't tune the same way that other instruments, other European instruments tune. So, you know, they make jokes about, you know, people can't play with a banjo player because their banjos aren't tuned right. And there's a joke that says you can tune a fish, but you can't tune a banjo and stuff like that. And you know, it's kind of part of the fun of being a banjo player is you get to hear a lot of banjo jokes. But like I say, I'm going to preserve all of the Stromberg parts to go with this banjo, because someday somebody might want to, and probably is going to want to convert it back. And let me say, I got nothing against 4-string banjos. I would love to play one, but it would be learning a different instrument, because it is a different instrument. Now, there was a time when I was learning, I picked up a mandolin, and somebody actually gave me one, and I started messing around with it. I enjoyed it a lot, so much so that I thought to myself, well, I could very easily learn to play this mandolin. But then I realized that playing the mandolin would basically kind of keep me from playing the banjo, because if I played a 4-string well, actually a mandolин's not 4-string, it's 8 strings, but it's double strung. Each string has not one but 2, and I don't know if I can really explain that any further than that, but just take my word for it. And even though I was learning some tunes and enjoying playing the mandolin, I was thinking, well, if I focus on this, it's going to take my focus off of the banjo, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, I decided to put the mandolin down and stick with the banjo, stick with the 5-string. So that's what I did. Oh, let's see here what we got. That's a 4-string. That's the 5th string. This is the 3rd string, 2nd string, and the 1st string. So I'm going to try to rearrange so I can reach everything I need to reach here. setting this like this. And I'm going to start with the first string. Take it right up here to this peg. I'm going to put this bridge on here to hold everything in place. First string, second string. And that won't reach. That may actually be the first string there, because that looks, I think it is. I think that's why that won't reach. So I thought it was this one, but I was wrong. I might turn the camera off during this part because this is time consuming, sort of, and I keep doing stuff like what I just did where I thought this was one string, but it turns out to be another. So, like I say, it's time consuming. So what I might do instead is, well, I can either cut y'all off or just edit all this out, which is actually, I'll edit all this out in case Jesus comes back. While I'm filming this, I wouldn't want to miss getting it on video, so you never know what's going to happen. First string and second string will should now reach. Second string is right here. These strings may not work on here because I don't think they're long enough. I think the bigger head made the string not quite work out. I might can change these strings and move them up some. I think I can. See, these strings on this tailpiece hook back here and they go through here, but what I could do probably is take like this one, this too short, and just move it up to here, right there. Put it right there. That gives me a little extra string length, and that might be enough. Alright, I need a capo, I think. Let's snug this up a little first. Because it seems to me like I could either recarve this nut here, or I could put a capo here. Because if I put a capo here, this doesn't buzz, but it's buzzing here. It's probably touching on this fret or that fret or both. If I play that fourth string there, hear how that buzzes? Buzzes. If I put a capo right there, I would eliminate that buzzing. Now the other way to fix that would be to cut these grooves a little deeper. I think I probably got a capo somewhere I can throw on there. I like a short neck banjo anyway, so it doesn't hurt my feelings any to have it shortened up. Let me see if I can find one here in my box. I probably need to get a little better organized, but oh, we'll still get there. One way or another. There's a capo, big handy dandy one right there. Wouldn't hurt if I had a tuner. Sometimes I can just grab a tune off of one of my other banjos. Let's see. Let's try this one. Oops, that one's way off. So I might need a slightly bigger bridge. Now, so what have I got here? Sometimes you can do something simple like you can raise a bridge up just by cutting a piece of credit card, sticking it up under here. Raise one into that and stick that under there. So, let's see. Now, I think I set a different bridge over in here. That was going to be shorter. I'm going out to the house get me a tuner. I'll be right back. I just took that little strip of credit card spacer out. Now that I've got this about tuned right,